Life feels mentally draining because every day demands decisions, and even small choices slowly exhaust the mind without us noticing. The pressure to stay strong, even when you are tired inside, silently consumes mental energy day after day. Life becomes draining when your mind never truly rests, even while your body sleeps. Constantly worrying about the future makes the present feel heavier than it should be. Life feels exhausting when expectations keep rising, but emotional support keeps shrinking. Being available to everyone while ignoring your own needs slowly drains your mental strength. Life feels mentally heavy when your thoughts never slow down and silence feels uncomfortable. Trying to be productive all the time leaves no space for emotional recovery. Life drains you when you keep reliving past mistakes instead of letting them go. Carrying responsibilities without appreciation makes even simple days feel overwhelming. Life becomes mentally tiring when you feel behind, even though you are trying your best. Constant comparison with others steals peace and replaces it with quiet frustration. Life feels draining when you suppress emotions instead of expressing them safely. The need to appear successful while feeling lost inside creates deep mental fatigue. Life exhausts the mind when rest feels like guilt instead of healing. Overthinking conversations, choices, and outcomes slowly wears down mental clarity. Life feels mentally heavy when your efforts go unnoticed for too long. Trying to control things beyond your power creates unnecessary emotional stress. Life drains you when you keep explaining yourself to people who never listen. Carrying silent struggles makes life feel lonelier and more exhausting. Life feels mentally draining when every day feels the same, but harder. Unresolved emotions build up and quietly overwhelm the mind over time. Life becomes exhausting when survival replaces joy as the main goal. Constant noise, screens, and information overload leave the brain over. Life feels draining when you never feel truly understood. Being strong for others while breaking inside creates deep emotional exhaustion. Life becomes mentally tiring when hope feels delayed, but pressure feels immediate. Lack of boundaries causes emotional burnout faster than physical work. Life drains you when rest never feels enough to recharge your mind. Suppressing dreams for practicality slowly kills mental motivation. Life feels heavy when progress is invisible despite constant effort. Mental fatigue grows when your mind is always in problem-solving mode. Life feels draining when happiness feels temporary, but stress feels permanent. Carrying emotional weight without release leads to constant inner tension. Life becomes exhausting when you feel responsible for everyone's happiness. Being disconnected from purpose makes every task feel harder. Life drains the mind when you are always reacting instead of living. Emotional burnout often comes from caring too deeply for too long. Life feels mentally draining when rest is interrupted by worry. The fear of failure silently consumes mental energy every day. Life becomes heavy when expectations don't match reality. Mental exhaustion grows when you ignore your own limits. Life feels draining when you keep postponing your own healing. Overexposure to negativity slowly reshapes how the mind feels. Life becomes tiring when self-doubt replaces self-trust. Mental fatigue increases when every mistake feels personal. Life drains you when peace feels unfamiliar. Carrying uncertainty for too long exhausts the brain. Life feels mentally heavy when closure never comes. Emotional stress builds when communication feels unsafe. Life becomes draining when survival mode never switches off. Lack of genuine rest causes long-term mental tiredness. Life feels exhausting when your mind never feels safe to relax. Emotional pressure increases when validation is missing. Life drains the mind when effort feels endless. Suppressing anger quietly damages mental health. Life becomes tiring when joy feels earned, not natural. Mental exhaustion grows when boundaries are ignored. Life feels draining when you keep waiting for better days. Emotional overload happens when everything feels urgent. Life becomes heavy when you lose connection with yourself. Mental fatigue comes from living on autopilot too long. Life drains you when silence feels uncomfortable. Carrying expectations from others becomes exhausting. Life feels mentally draining when you forget to pause. Emotional tiredness grows when support is one-sided. Life becomes heavy when your inner voice turns critical. Mental exhaustion increases when rest feels unproductive. Life drains the mind when you feel replaceable. Emotional fatigue grows when appreciation is rare. Life becomes tiring when your needs are always last. Mental strain increases when honesty feels risky. Life feels draining when you don't feel emotionally safe. Carrying guilt unnecessarily drains mental energy. Life becomes heavy when uncertainty dominates thoughts. Mental exhaustion builds when emotions are ignored. Life drains you when balance disappears. Emotional fatigue increases when hope feels distant. Life feels mentally draining when everything feels temporary. Carrying pressure without release overwhelms the mind. Life becomes tiring when you stop listening to yourself. Mental exhaustion grows when rest feels rushed. Life drains you when motivation feels forced. Emotional burnout comes from constant self-sacrifice. Life feels heavy when peace feels earned, not allowed. Mental fatigue builds when expectations never end. Life becomes draining when joy feels delayed. Emotional tiredness increases when understanding is missing. Life drains you when healing is postponed. Mental exhaustion grows when your mind never switches off. Life feels heavy when effort exceeds reward. Emotional burnout happens when caring has no limits. Life becomes mentally draining when balance is lost. Carrying invisible stress exhausts the mind quietly. Life drains you when rest feels undeserved. Mental fatigue grows when emotions stay unexpressed. Life becomes tiring when inner peace is neglected. Emotional exhaustion builds when life feels rushed. Life feels mentally draining when you forget your worth. Life becomes exhausting when you survive, but forget to live.